every car I wrecked, and I'm pretty sure how I wrecked
every car you wrecked.
Holy jeez! So man, this is not about me. This is not about me. I need to fix this. Anyway, so I now, Madison, will you help me remember this? Will you help me remember this, girl? That to find a yearbook, like we'll go up to the school, right? We'll go up to the library and we'll talk to Miss Shanna Fry. She's the library person up there, right? The library aide, and see if she can find the yearbook when I graduated, right? Okay. And she might have the high school one there. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes they keep them both there. Right. That's fine. Just here in a second. Gotcha. So, I want to get that yearbook. I don't know what year it was. I would have to say senior year because it was talking about the driving. Well, I'm a July baby. So I didn't turn 16 until my junior year, like to the summer before my junior year. Mm-hmm. So I know it had to be in my junior yearbook or my senior yearbook. And it makes sense to be senior because I don't think I racked up as many wrecks my junior year. I think it was my senior year. So, oh my God. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to try to go through these. Okay. And I'm going to be out of order. And my mom and my dad, definitely, he's got a better memory of it. I'm sure they both do because they had to pay for it all.
Sure they do.
Thank God. Thank y'all so much. I'm sorry. And I'll tell you everything later about all these wrecks. I'm so sorry. Anyways, so my sister definitely will remember. So let's go through them. My very first car was a Volkswagen Thing. I believe it was my very first car. So it's a car that was only manufactured in 1973 and 1974. Very rare car. To find one nowadays, very rare. And I'll put a picture in the description on this video and stuff like that so people can see what I'm talking about. It's very weird, very odd. It kind of looks like I'm being straight with you, like a German old vehicle, like one of their vehicles that had no tops on, just like that, right?
Really?
It was yellow, bright yellow. Anyways, I had it. It was like, my dad had to get it from one of his friends, and his friend only sold it to him because it was my dad. This guy collected these things, right? That's what I'm dealing with. So my dad and me, we like did all my dad mostly, but he showed me how to do it. And this is my first car that he taught me like how to be like, how to do mechanical stuff on vehicles.
Right.
So we put new lines on it, whatever, new tires, check the brakes, all the basic stuff to make sure it works. Cause it started and it went into gear. You know what I mean? So we did all that. And then like we put and this is where I learned so much from him. This stories are going to end. So I had this little indention in my thumb right there. And I just now remembered why I have that indention on my thumb. It's a little piece. It actually is a nerve that's severed underneath my fingernail. And I don't have full feeling on the tip of this thumb.
Wow.
It's super weird. So my dad was teaching me how to work on this yellow Volkswagen Thing. Here's another funny story. You know how like really cool cars have the engines in the back?
Yeah.
Right? Like Lamborghinis. Yeah. I don't know, Ferraris. I'm not that guy. I don't know that. I love those guys because like, anyways, I love those kind of cars. But so it's not that fancy car. It's imagine a Geo Metro, right? Yeah. With the engine in the back. That's what this was. This engine, man, it was a 4-cylinder. So we're talking about small. Man, I'm not a strong dude. I know my friend Chandler Gordon could do it because he's big, strong, swole dude. But I want to say if you took the engine mounts off of this, he could easily pick it up and put it over his head. That's how the engine was. I want to say I could probably get it an inch off the ground, going like that. You know what I mean? So it's a small engine and it had old parts. One of the parts that had to be switched out probably on a weekly basis was a fuel filter. It's a lot like a fuel filter you'll see on a lawnmower because that's about the size that it's bigger than the lawnmower, but had a fuel filter. So the lines were so old that a whole bunch of junk would get shoved up into that filter, like rust and stuff like that, that it would get clogged. So I would have to go to, at the time, AutoZone, I think that was over by Brookshire's. I think it was AutoZone. Anyways, and Mark Cremona, he worked there. And I had to go buy a fuel filter, a little 99-cent fuel filter that was on the counter. And a lot of times they had them in the little cardboard trays. Right. And just right there with 99-cent sticker. I would just grab the whole tray, be like, here's $10. You know what I mean? Because I knew I'd have to change them out. Right. So I couldn't get one of the fuel filters off one time. And I was late for like something like going on, like someone's having a party or something. I need to get my car running. So I couldn't get the fuel line off. I'm like wearing nice clothes. I smell good. I'm about to go do my thing, have some dancing, whatever. But so I couldn't get it off. So I'm like, I'll just cut it off. So I got my pocket knife out, one of the folding knives, like a Gerber. It was the Gerber folding knife that my dad gave me as my very first pocket knife. Holy jeez. He gave it to me. I opened it up, right? It's got the little silver metal thing in the back. Yeah. You push it and then you can close the blade. I do that. So I've got it. It's opened up. I'm holding the fuel line with this hand. And then I'm going down with my knife trying to pry it off, right? With, of course, making it me, the blade is facing my thumb like that. How does that make any sense? You want to know why? I just realized why I did that. What's the other side of a knife? A flat side that won't cut the fuel line.
Right.
So I'm thinking, I'm not going to cut my finger, but there's a potential I could cut this fuel line if I use the knife the wrong way. Oh my God, I'm so stupid back then. So, anyways, the knife slices through my finger. The knife literally, I freak out because I know I cut myself, that I pull my hand away. The knife comes with my hand. It's still in my finger.
Oh my God.
I do one of these, like you're flicking like nasty stuff like off your hand. The knife goes flinging out into the dirt, and my finger's just like doing its thing. We do what we do. We get it taken care of. But holy jeez, wow. So, anyways, I worked on that. That's how my dad taught me how to work on cars, and not during the first time, but on that car.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to me being a bad kid, right? So Volkswagen thing, I had that. I drove that. I took it for a joyride during yearbook class with me and some good friends, Bobby and we don't know for sure. I know Lynn Henry was there, and maybe David Handy. I know he was with us on another crazy experience, and a vehicle, of course. Anyway, supposed to be doing yearbook, supposed to be selling ads and stuff like that. And what do? We go take it to an open field, jump some stuff, it bottoms out, the engine mounts break. We literally, all right, I'm going to skip these conversations and I'll get to them another day as far as what happened to every vehicle. So I wrecked the Volkswagen thing with them. I don't know exactly if my next vehicle was a 69 Ford that I bought from a gentleman over kind of next to City Hall. Behind in there, but it barely ran. I think we paid, my dad negotiated them to like $1,100, $1,200. I love that truck. I still love that truck to this day. But I don't know if I did that. The engine blew. I mean, I was a kid. I'm sure I revved it sometimes or whatever, but the engine blew. So there was that truck. Man, there's so many cars. I wrecked my sister's car. I wrecked my mom's car. I wrecked my dad's truck. I'm talking about while I was still in high school.
Oh, wow.
So hold on. Let's just go through them in my head real quick. So, Volkswagen thing, the white truck, the white car, Christy's car, my mom's Lincoln Town car, my dad's 93 GMC Sierra. Man, there was another car I want to say. So, so let's say it was 5 or 6 cars before I even graduated high school.
Yeah.
Cars. Of those, I think I totaled 2 or 3. And I had more wrecks than I did vehicles. So I wrecked one vehicle more than once, or 2 vehicles more than once, all within less than 2 years.
You can't drive, Rob.
It's not that I can't drive. It's, man, I didn't have, hold on. So honestly, I don't think it's that I couldn't drive. It's that, I know it was me. 100% know it was me. That I felt like I had to prove myself.
Yeah.
You know, I had to be somebody. That's it. I had to be somebody. Because I'll be honest with you, we had the somebodies in the schools, you know what I mean? Like, and whether depending on what group you fell in or whatever, you know you were known for something, right? I don't feel like I was known for anything other than my mom was my principal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And Christy was my sister.
Yeah.
And that's my fault. Like, I didn't want to play football in high school. I didn't want to play baseball anymore after like a couple summer leagues and stuff like that. I didn't want to do the sports. I didn't. And it's so crazy because Micah is a lot like me, and Micah is like amazing. My oldest son, oh my God, he's so freaking amazing. So much better than me at his age. And he's going to be a senior next year.
Awesome.
Never wrecked the car. He can make it a whole junior year. I can't make it probably 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Oh, but I'm safe now. I'm definitely safe now. I've been in 1 wreck since I've had kids.
That's good.
So, maybe two. One, yeah. Anyways, we're not going to get into that. So man, yeah, like wrecks at least 7 times before I graduated high school. So yeah, I just wanted to be somebody. So I think that whatever anybody thought was cool, like, I don't think Jackass, that show, was around back then. I don't think it was.
You could have done that.
But like, not so much that, but like, that's what it was. It was like, you know, like they just kind of talk to each other and they're like, oh, we're going to do this. Let's see who can do this. Or we're going to make this Johnny Knoxville do this.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that, but like we weren't filming it. It was just like, we all want to see it and be involved in it.
Yeah.
but like he'll do it. You know what I mean? Like
And you would do it.
yeah, like I think it was that. I wanted to be the he'll do it guy. I don't know if I was the he'll do it
Gotcha.
guy. I don't know if I was the he'll do it guy. I wanted to be the he'll do it guy. So that's why every opportunity I had, I said, oh, I'll do it.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
I
you
wanted to
were
be
my
in the
brother.
I'll do it instead
Yeah.
of the he'll do it.
Yep.
Ready, set, go bananas.